If you're looking to make solar simple, give Ron Domenico with AD Energy a call. All-day energy made simple. Solar solutions with zero down, options to lease or finance, and roofs and trees are no issue. Call Ron Domenico at 609-226-2802 and tell him you saw him on the Sports Box.
Well, hello again, and welcome to the show that just makes you want to piss sideways. This is the Sports Box, the only opinion that matters. It's right here. I am Mike Deletta, a.k.a. Hampton Mike, along with my partner, Brian, the Ranger Retard. Brian, how are you today?
I'm just glorious today, Mike. How are you doing?
Good. Well, not wearing Depends, because I'll be pissing sideways.
I mean, that's a plus.
Yeah, that's a big plus.
Or maybe not, if you have to. Well.
Every now and again, you got to go for the show. Anyway. Today we're going to talk about an interesting topic we had brought up for the show. We wanted to bring it out to our fans and see what you thought about it. If an athlete that you like and followed for a long period of time decides, you know what, I want to win a title, and decides to leave and go to another team exclusively for that reason, aka Ray Bourque, LeBron James, guys like that have just done what they have been a great athlete their entire to that point, and then all of a sudden, you know what, LeBron wants to win a title, he's off to Miami. Or Ray Bourque, he's off to Colorado to win a title. So that's what we thought about it, Brian. Let's give a little spin on it.
Well, I think it depends on a couple of things. You bring up Ray Bourque. I think as a big hockey fan, that's a prime example.
Yep.
Ray Bourque will always be a Boston Bruin. Okay.
Yep.
Always going to be a Boston Bruin.
In our eyes, he will be.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to be in the Hall of Fame that way and everything like that. He requested a trade to Colorado to go have a chance to win a Stanley Cup, and he ended up winning in 2001. Do I think that affected Ray Bourque's legacy? I don't think that it necessarily did. And I think it's all in how it happens. I don't know. In that specific case, where I think the disingenuous part of the whole thing is Colorado retires the number.
Yes.
I mean, that's a little...
He was only there for a couple calls.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. I mean, they won a Stanley Cup, that's great. Right. I think you're going to have a lot of Bruins fans who don't hold it against him that he wanted to go win. Because they couldn't win for him. It wasn't as if he was younger. I mean, I think it depends on, I guess, where they are in their career, maybe.
Yeah, but see, I kind of look at it the other way. That if you like a guy like Ray Bourque, and he is a Boston fan, you love him and things like that. Now all of a sudden he wants to leave. That kind of hurts you. That he didn't stay the course and try to win with that team. He has to leave to go to a better team to win. You talk about Wade Boggs. We talked about before.
Wade Boggs.
I mean, you talk about a guy who's jumping ship to he was a Red Sox and then he was a Yankee. I mean, that's craziness in some people's eyes. And same thing with LeBron. LeBron left, and you think I'm hating on LeBron, but the thing with LeBron is they were going to open up the wallet for him in Cleveland, let him do whatever he wants. But he said, no, you know what? I'm going to Miami to win a title. Now, is LeBron the best greatest player on the planet right now? He is. I would say that. But in the same sense, in my mind, I think it hurts his legacy a little bit because he couldn't win with the team that he had. He had to leave. Now, there's great ones like Jordan. There's other guys like, Tom Brady. There's guys that have stayed with their teams and won multiple titles and have stayed the course. That, to me, is a true athlete. When you can rise up and take your team to a title and you don't have to jump ship. Mike Modano, we know him as a North Star. For years he was with the Stars. All of a sudden he decides to go to Detroit. Actually, he retired and then came back to Detroit to try to win a title. Didn't do it, but that just kind of hurts. I know these guys have a lot of money in the world and they don't have anything else to do and they want to win a title, but to me, like I said, you do all that with your team and jump ship. To me, it hurts.
I think it's more unique in the NBA. I'm going to compare LeBron and Ray Bourque, and I'm going to say why I think one's different than the other. Ray Bourque was at the very tail end of a storied career. I don't know exactly how old he was. I admit that he's got to be at least in his late 30s, right? So, LeBron came in the league when he was 18 years old, and he left after 7 years, including 25, 26.
Correct.
I think fans view that differently. I think we can all relate to the idea of I just want to win one before I hang up the cleats type thing.
Right.
So I don't think that anybody looks at a Ray Bourque, for example, maybe even a Dominic Hasek type player, as somebody who just jumped ship to go win one. It wasn't like they left in the middle of their career. The LeBron thing leaves a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths.
Well, because how he went to Miami.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why. But you look at Phil Kessel. Another perfect example.
Phil Kessel's been traded twice.
Well, he was also wanted to go to a winner. He made that known to them that he wanted to go play for a winner because he wasn't happy with the Leafs organization wanting to lose. Now, I understand that, but there must have been something he could do, or in any case, I don't know what the whole situation was in detail, but I know that Phil Kessel went to Pittsburgh, won a title, and pretty much wrote the letter to screw off Toronto, saying, screw you, I want a title now. So to me, if I was a Phil Kessel fan, I would hope he gets buried in a game. But like I said, for me, for an athlete to leave, I loved Ron Hextall. I grew up loving Ron Hextall. Now he was traded for the whole Lindros deal. He then went to the Islanders and came back to the Flyers. So that's a different situation for me. But if I fell in love with somebody that loved him as an athlete and he leaves to go to another team, I'd be scoring. That would hurt me.
I guess the equivalent for me would be if Henrik Lundqvist ended up leaving the Rangers to go elsewhere to go try to win a championship.
If he decides he wants to leave to go to win a championship and he leaves, that's going to be the same thing.
I guess
will it happen? I don't know. I don't think it will. I think he's going to retire Ranger, to be honest with you.
Well, the way his contract's set up, I think you're probably right.
Yeah.
But I could envision. I mean, it's not as if Henrik Lundqvist hasn't played just a critical role.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Rangers, for the lack of not winning a championship, which is the only thing that matters, I'm not taking away from that. They've been a pretty successful team since 2012.
Absolutely, but they haven't got.
But they haven't won.
Right.
And that's Derek Stepan said that recently. They said, we've been great, but we haven't won the big one. And winning's what matters in this world.
Right.
I totally understand that.
Right.
But it wasn't as if Henrik didn't give you his all to try to win and give you a chance to win.
No, he played phenomenal this year. Absolutely.
So,
but are some guys satisfied with that? Are some guys just okay with that? Then I have to ask you, as a fan, how do you feel about that? Is Henrik Lundqvist saying, you know what? All right, we didn't go. Okay, same old story. All right, now start again next year. You want the guy to have that drive.
I'll tell you what. I don't know this. I was much younger when this whole thing happened with Ray Bourque. Mm-hmm. I wonder if the Bruins went to Bourque to say, hey, do you want a shot at winning a Stanley Cup? Or did Bourque go to them?
From what I understood, Bourque went to them and said, I want to win a championship. And they knew he was going to be a free agent somewhat, and they just wanted to give him his dream and gave him the
I think of Shane Doan, right? So Shane Doan's been with Winnipeg / Phoenix / Arizona / wherever they're going to be at some point.
Well, he never wanted to leave though until the very end of his career.
Never left.
He decided.
Never left.
Yeah.
I think, again, you only have so many shots to win.
Right.
And I think that if it's at the end of your career, and you want to take a shot with, especially if your team's going the other way. Because at the end of the day, again, I don't remember what that Ray Bourque trade was, but Boston got something for it. Right? It wasn't as if he left the team high and dry.
Correct.
You look at LeBron in Cleveland; he just walked away.
Well, you look at Jerome McGinley too, another example.
Well, now Jerome McGinley's a guy who had left Calgary, ended up in a bunch of different places, Pittsburgh, Boston, all over the place.
Right, but he's
kind of been forgotten about in the NHL now. Yeah. Ended up in Colorado, went to LA. He's been trying.
He's a journeyman now. He just jumps around.
But he's always a flame. He's always going to be a flame to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
you can go in a lot of different ways. So we'd love to hear from you guys. Let us know. Write in. Let us know. We're crazy. If you liked an athlete, he decided, maybe you did like LeBron, maybe you did like Ray Bourque we're talking about, or any other guy out there that's actually said, go in the organization and say, you know what, I'm out of here. I want to go win a title. Can you help me out? Let us know how you feel. Are you upset about it? Is it okay? Okay, we'll move on. We'll beat him in the next game on his own team. Whatever, let us know. Because remember, we'd love to hear from you, and you can always get us on social media if you need to.
And of course, we're all over the place. And for those of you who are subscribed to the Sports Box, we want to thank you very much for supporting our show. If you haven't yet joined the party, please go ahead and consider subscribing to the Sports Box, because we're going to put out a lot of great content for you from the whole wide world of sports, and we want you to really enjoy what we have. And you can find us in a bunch of different places, as Mike mentioned. We are on Twitter at SportsBox Show. You can find us on there. And of course, at Facebook at SportsBox Show. So we're there as well. Again, the YouTube channel is primary. Make sure that you're following us and subscribing to us here. We're looking to grow those numbers over time. We want to bring you some great content. Keep supporting the show. We really appreciate it.
Come along for the ride. It's a beautiful one we got here. So remember, at the Sports Box, the only opinion that matters is still right here. Is that true?
I'm pretty sure that it's true.
Okay.
I heard that is huge if true.
Okay.
That's a rumor that I did hear.
I think I'll use that.
Yeah.
See you.
This episode of the Sports Box is brought to you by Mic'd Up Entertainment and DJ Mike Velardi. For all of your event planning needs, make sure you contact Mike at 609-864-5925 and tell him that you saw him on the Sports Box.
1, 2, 3.
Don't forget to subscribe.